Four-jaw chucks are typically used to accurately align round work having eccentric features, or work having a number of sides equaling a multiple of 4, such as a square workpiece. Before mounting any work in the chuck, move the jaws to the approximate gripping range for the workpiece. Then clean both the jaw gripping surfaces and the workpiece with a rag. Next, place the work in the chuck and adjust the jaws inward toward the work while observing the concentric rings on the chuck body. These rings are designed to assist you in roughly centering the work. Once the jaws contact the work, apply just enough pressure to hold the part in place. Once the piece is in position and roughly centered, use a dial indicator to precisely center the work. Depending on the part, the center can be located using the outside part features or from an internal feature such as a hole. To locate the center of a round part using the outside diameter as the reference surface, begin by positioning the indicator in contact with either the top or front of the part. Rotate the spindle by hand until the lowest point is located by the indicator. Then zero the indicator. Next, rotate the spindle by hand until the highest point is located by the indicator, and take note of the reading. Keeping track of the jaws is important, so after taking the reading, number the jaw closest to the high point and its opposite as 1 and 3, and the other pair as 2 and 4. Next, using a chuck wrench, tighten jaw number 1 while observing the movement of the indicator. Ideally, moving the indicator half the distance recorded in the initial reading will center the part between these jaws. However, if the part needs to move more than 1 or 2 thousandths in order to be centered, the opposing jaw, which is number 3, must be loosened to allow enough movement. It also helps to make the adjustments incrementally between the two jaws, alternating back and forth between tightening and loosening. Continue adjusting jaws 1 and 3 until the indicator readings at both jaws are within a few thousandths of each other. After adjusting jaws 1 and 3, zero the indicator and repeat the process on jaws 2 and 4. While making these adjustments, be careful not to allow excessive jaw pressure to scratch the part or prevent the opposite jaw from being adjusted. Hollow parts can easily be distorted if too much clamping pressure is exerted on them. Once the part is located within approximately 1/1000th of an inch of the target, rotate the spindle to each jaw on the high side of the part and adjust the part until it's sufficiently tight for machining. An eccentric part is typically adjusted using either the outside diameter or the locating hole that was created in the past as a reference. The procedure is identical to the one used on round parts. However, if you're using a locating hole, the indicator contact point is inside the hole. If you're locating the center on a square feature, such as the outside of a square part, the spindle will need to be rocked back and forth so that the lowest reading can be found on the side of the part. Each indicator reading must be taken this way in order to be accurate. And finally, when using a dial indicator on features with corners, such as the corners on a square part, it's important to withdraw the indicator from contact between adjustments in order to allow the part to be rotated.